Welcome back to a new and exciting season of OWLTV. I'm Trey Clemens.
And I'm Jimmy Rector.
This week we have a great lineup of stories.
Well, yes we do, Trey, so let's get rolling.
Our first story this week blows.
Literally. Our first story is by Joel and us. Let's take an inside look at glass blowing with Mr. Harris.
A glass blowing program on its campus. When we get this program operational, which I anticipate will be sometime this winter or spring, we will be the first high school in the state of Missouri to have a glass forming program available for students to take. Throughout the entire United States, there is approximately 8 to 10 high schools that offer glass forming in their high schools for a curriculum for students to take. And it's a very exciting opportunity for our students as well as our community here at Marshall High School. The glass forming process actually is a unique one. If you've ever been to Silver Dollar City and seen the glass formers work down there, you're familiar with what it entails, what it's like. To watch it is one thing, to actually participate is another. It's a very labor-intensive activity. It's a very exciting activity that our students have the opportunity to participate in. Typically what happens is that the artist, the student, will take molten glass, and the temperature is around 2100 degrees. It's in a contained chamber where it's heated. They will gather the glass up. It has the consistency of molten honey, and they can apply colors to the glass at that time. And as you can see, these are some of the glass pieces made by Jake Kirksick.
I'm Jake Kirksick. I'm a junior, and I've been blowing glass for 3 months with Mr. Harris, and I can't wait for it to come to the high school.
It's a very exciting program. It'll be the first of its kind in the state of Missouri. We're very excited about the opportunity it presents to our students here at Marshall High School, and I am very thankful for the support of the community at this time where we are very close to achieving our goal of having our studio or the building for the glass studio completed.
Wow, who knew the amazing art of glass blowing would come to MHS?
Not I, Trey. Not I.
Yes, surprising enough it did, and there's much more to come.
You know, Trey, I think of this as like a self-enlightening experience, just like, team building exercises.
Speaking of building, let's take a look-see at how building trades is going this year.
Take it away, DP and Brandon.
Building Trades is a class that is designed to expose students to as many of the construction aspects as we can. We don't put in our own foundations because we don't have the equipment and the tools to do that. So we usually look at some foundations and study them in the book, but then we go out to the job site after the foundation is put in, and we try to do everything from the foundation up. The project that we're doing this year is for Joe and Laura Benedict out east of town. It's about a 3,000 square foot home on a slab, and it'll be 2x6 outside walls, well insulated, more of a ranch style home. Building Trades has been around since the Career Center has started back in 1968. Bill Ellis started teaching the class, and then I've been teaching it ever since. This is my 28th year here at the Career Center. A lot of my students have gone on to be successful. A lot of the carpenters in town have taken building trades. I can't say that this has made them successful, but it has exposed them to the construction field. And a lot of them have taken interest and learned from their dads and other people. But most of the contractors, I'd say, in town have had building trades at one time or another. Grade my students by their quality, not necessarily their quantity, and safety. They need to be here every day. We treat it like a job. They come in, they get dressed. I drive them on a bus to the job site. And then if they work 2 hours, it's pretty much time to come back. But they do need to be here every time, every day. The main goal of building trades is to build somebody a home, something that they could live in for the next 50 years or so, or 100, depending on how they take care of it. We try to do it structurally sound and energy efficient. We like to use new products and learn new things as we go along during the year.
Thanks for that amazingly influential story.
I might just have to take up construction as one of my hobbies.
Yeah, me too, but that might require you to cut down on your hopscotch play.
Aw, come flab it. Well, we'll just have to see.
Anyway, have you met Mr. Kramer yet? He seems way too nice to be a vice principal.
Yeah, isn't he just splendid?
Definitely. I'll probably have my encounters with him soon enough. But in the meantime, let's take a look at what he has to say about his new job.
Earlier today, we interviewed Mr. Kramer, the new vice principal for Marshall High School.
Well, I'm a husband of 21 years. I have 2 kids.
Been around here?
Originally, I'm from Columbia, Missouri. I played football as a fearless QP, and now I've progressed, I guess, to an owl. So an owl is definitely a step up from a QP, I guess.
Did you ever think you'd be the vice principal at Marshall High School?
No, I don't think so. I've done a lot of different things in my life, and I think, for me, education is still a fairly new thing. I've been in education now for this will be my 8th year, and before that, I worked with youth through a different type of situation, different facilities, but
do you like it here in Marshall?
love it. I've had a lot of friends that I've known in the last few years from where I worked in Higginsville that actually live in Marshall, and I've been familiar with it because my family is actually from south of Sedalia area, so it's kind of a little off the beaten path, but close to my old stomping grounds, and so far everybody's been really good to me.
All right. How do you feel to be Marshall High School's new vice principal?
I love it. I just hope I'm up to the challenge. I know that there's a lot of things that go on during the day that I have influence with how particular sets of students navigate their days, and so I hope that I'm up to the challenge and able to help them out with that.
All right. Well, we like having you. I think it'll be good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. That's Mr. Kramer, and thanks for taking. We got to catch up with Mr. Kramer, and I think we learned a lot about him. What do you think?
Yeah, we learned a lot about Mr. Kramer, where he came from, and everything that's ever happened to him.
Well, that's it for me, Aaron, and Colton. Back to you all in the studio.
What a nice fellow.
I agree. Can't get much nicer than that.
I would have never guessed he was so new to the scene here at MHS.
The scene here at MHS has changed a lot throughout the years. It's not always been the same.
Brent and Zachary have more on the story.
Marshall High School, home of the Owls, our home away from home. We spend half our lives in this place, and we have no idea where it came from. Well, today, we're going to find out.
Marshall's first high school was located where Eastwood School now stands. Later, the high school was moved to the present site of Northwest School. The first high school on Odell Avenue was burned in 1921. While rebuilding the school, classes met at the Northwest Building in half-day sessions. The high school building was completed in 1924. The building, which is now Beaker Middle School, was the high school from 1924 to 1976. The new senior high school was used for the first time during the 1976-1977 school year.
My name is Debbie Smith. I am a graduate of Marshall High School in 1978. This year my class celebrates its 30th class reunion. I attended the old high school, which is now Beaker Middle School, for 2 years before moving to the new high school, which is the current high school. The big differences I can remember are moving from the old high school, we had lots of stairs to climb, and the new high school was on one level. We had central air conditioning in the new high school. We had no air conditioning in the old school. Sports were very different. There was no football stadium as there is now. We had to play football at the Valley Football Stadium. Tennis courts were non-existent. We played at the old high school and at the park, which had smaller courts at that time, and golf at the park. Soccer was non-existent. Basketball was played in the old gym. It was about the same.
Well, now wasn't that interesting, Brett?
Yes, it was. On the behalf of Zach, this is Brett reporting for OWLTV. Back to you guys.
I guess you learn something new every day, Trey.
Yeah, that information might just come in handy one day.
Another thing that could be helpful is 2 years of free college.
What?
Yeah, the A+ program.
Oh, enough hoopla. I gotta hear more about this.
Take it away, Christian, Mark, and Jeremy.
I'm Mrs. Johnson, and I'm the Marshall High School A+ coordinator. And my office is located off of the B lab in the computer lab. I have this small office back there in the back. My office hours are 6th, 7th, and 8th hours, although I can be available to students before and after school, at lunch and in between classes and that kind of thing. Mrs. Fitzgerald in the computer lab is also the A+ secretary, and she can answer a lot of questions for students. You can also turn your tutoring logs into her. You can turn in your A+ agreements. A+ program at Marshall High School is, well, actually the A+ program in the state of Missouri is designed to help students and reward them for maintaining good grades, maintaining a 95% attendance rate, performing 50 hours of unpaid tutoring or mentoring, and maintaining good citizenship through high school. And if students are able to do this, then basically, in a nutshell, the state of Missouri picks up the tab for students to attend a community college or a technical school. It's 4 to 6 semesters. And so, and they pay the bill. So it's a really good thing for students to get signed up and do. We have a really good enrollment right now at the high school. Lots of students have signed up for the program. Lots of students have already completed their tutoring hours. We have tutoring hours in progress right now. And it's something that students need to probably think about and get more involved in as they go. Or if they're not already involved, they need to get signed up.
Hola, senors and senoritas. A+ is something of worth that can get you free community college for 2 years or put you in a 4-year college. Also, it is good on your resumes. And I do it because I get to work with little kids during my 50+ tutoring hours, and also is nice.
So I heard the A+ program is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be a pretty good program. All right, back to you guys at the studio.
Dang, by the looks of my grades, I better be getting my act together and turning some A+ hours.
That's a nugget of an idea, Trey.
You know what else has always been a nugget here at MHS?
Tennis, maybe?
Heck yes, the most successful sport here at MHS. Haven't you seen the trophy case in the Commons?
Yeah, I can't glance 2 inches without spotting a tennis trophy.
For all you viewers out there who didn't know this, we've got a story to prove it to you.
Trey, Joel, and I took it to the courts with Miss Carney to see how this season was looking.
Hi, I'm Susan Carney, and I'm coach of the girls' tennis team. My assistant is Coach Paul Geringer, and he has been for many years, and we're looking forward to a great season of tennis. We lost quite a few seniors last year. We lost 7 girls, and we had some great years with those girls. And we were able to win our conference for the 4 years they were in, and the district and the team regional for the years that they were here. We are hoping to do those kinds of things again, and we have a couple of girls back with us this year that were in our top 6, Virginia Hutcherson and Kara Ward. And those girls have kind of been playing ladder matches, and they're now at 1 and 2, and we have many more girls that are going to be in our lineup this year. Some are freshmen, and we also have some girls back like Olivia Butler and Kim Van and Audra Taylor. The girls are working hard to get their positions, and we have a good group of freshmen in this year that we're really looking for big things out of, and they're coming in at a great time to play varsity and be a part of the Marshall tennis program. We have played one match. We won that 9-0. I know our matches are going to get extremely difficult as we go on, and so we're hoping to continue the pattern of winning. And we would love for you to come out and watch our matches, so look for our schedule and come out and watch the Owls play.
I'm Haley Evans. I'm in 9th grade. I've been playing tennis for a while, and I'm looking forward to a great season.
I'm Julie Rector, and I'm in 9th grade. This is my first year playing tennis, and it's super duper.
Team! Man, those girls are just outstanding.
I agree. But, well, that's going to have to do it for this week of OWLTV.
Hope you enjoyed our first episode this season.
If you have any questions or comments, feel free to call us at 886-2244, extension 265.
For OWLTV, I'm Trey Clemens.
And I'm Jimmy Rector.
We'll see you next time.